Hello there. Sorry, let me just get seated. Hello, my name is Dr. Vaseline. Welcome to the Global Optimization Wellness Center. I'm taking over Dr. Okafor for today. He had a family emergency, and here at the Optimization Center, we prioritize family over work. Work is what comes last. So he had to go and leave, and I'm taking all his patients for the day. I will be conducting your full exam today. I do know that you completed your intake appointment with our intake specialist and receptionist, Victoria. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up your file and see what we're working with. So just give me 1 second. Okay. I have all of your results on the screen, so we should be good with that. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up your physical file just to make sure I don't miss any notes, because sometimes she writes personal notes in your file folder. So I'm going to go ahead and pull those up too. Okay, perfect. Okay, just give me 1 second. All right, let me take a look through these. Wait, I think I missed it. What was your name again? Just want to make sure I'm looking up the right one. Okay. Your exam shouldn't be too long. Shouldn't be too rigorous either. It's like a pretty standard exam. Okay. It also says here that she completed your preliminary aura alignment, which is great. I'm really glad that she did that. She's great. It says that she did the aura, inner aura and outer aura. Perfect. Okay. She also uploaded your wellness levels into the system and also the recommended services. So that is great as well. She kind of did my job for me. Let me put your file on my clipboard. Let me get rid of these patients. Perfect. So let's just review everything together. At the time of intake, your hydration levels were a little bit low and your aura was suboptimal, but it seems that the aura realignment adjusted it slightly, so you're looking good there. Okay. It also says that your environmental harmony was a bit low, and it also says right here that there was some mild digital fatigue, and yeah, the aura was suboptimal. Okay. Perfect. There's nothing to be ashamed about here. This is all pretty regular, pretty standard. Let's look at the recommended services she did. She said she recommended the oxygen lounge. Seems right. The stress detox program. Okay. And she also recommended low stimulation environments for about a week in our stimulation pod. I love the stimulation pod. Perfect. Okay. Have you been thinking about using any of those programs? Good. I would really recommend stimulation pod, the oxygen lounge, and if you're feeling a little bit fancy, you can do the stress detox program. Very good. All right, let's get into the exam. Do you mind if I take off my coat? It's getting a little hot in here. Right, perfect, thank you. All right, let me just put my gloves on. Okay, we're gonna start with your eyes first. I'm just gonna do a very basic ocular harmony checkup. So I'm just gonna shine a light in your eyes. It'll be a little bit bright, shouldn't be too bad. I'm just gonna follow the tracking of your eyes, making sure that your hydration levels are well and that your eyes aren't too dry. Okay? I'm gonna shine a light in your eye, and then you're gonna go ahead and follow me, okay? Okay. Go this way. And then we're gonna go down. And then this way. This way. And then I'm gonna have you look up and down, but only with your eyes. Don't move your head, okay? So we're gonna go up and then down. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna write down some notes, just of like your levels and such. So your ocular harmony, it's not too bad actually, but it could be affected by your digital fatigue. So spending too much time at work, or staring at too many white lights like digital interfaces. So it might be good to get some time outside. I do know that she also gave you our Garden and Homes book to make your outdoor lawn a little bit more relaxing and useful for you, which is really important. You should get as much oxygen as you can from our nature. You shouldn't be getting it from anywhere else. That's why our oxygen lounge is full of trees. We believe that the oxygen from trees is the best type of oxygen that you can get. Improving your outdoor space is really important. So I'm gonna write that down. There's also a really good aquarium right down the street in Frutiger City, and they also sell fish there. Do you have any fish? You should really look into that. Fish and especially like really big fish tanks are very good for you. They're very good for your ocular health. Okay, perfect. Let's move on to the next step. I'm just going to be checking your circulation, synchronization, just making sure the blood in your body is moving properly. If there's any like weird things in your body, we'll get that out for you. So I'm just going to go ahead and lean in. I'm going to put this device on your chest. It's going to track your heart rate and also how your blood is moving throughout your body. I'm going to lean in a little bit close here. Just go ahead and take a deep breath in. And then deep breath out. Okay. And also a little bit more. Let me take some notes about that as well. Your respiratory resonance is excellent, so that's very good to hear. If I had to give a score, it'd be like a 98%, which is amazing. Alright. Okay, perfect. Now that we're done with like your kind of basic checkup, we're gonna move into the more advanced things like your aura and removing some of that stuff and getting you some treatment, okay? Let me take off my gloves super quick. Now that your physical exam is complete, we're gonna be checking up more on your energetic wellness. I'm gonna actually have you step into a pod and it's gonna scan your levels of everything in your body. It's not gonna hurt at all. It's kind of gonna feel a little bit light, and there's gonna be a lot of like mist involved, and there'll be like a bright blue light as well. And then it's gonna show me on the screen how your levels are looking. Okay, so I'm gonna have you step into the pod and just kind of keep your hands at your hips. Just keep still and take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out, and it's gonna scan you all over. Okay, so just go ahead and step into it now. And the results are going to show right here. Okay, perfect. It seems like your physical wellness is a little bit improved and your aura has improved because of the intake specialist's realignment for you. Okay. I do see here that there is a small amount of cognitive clouding present. It seems like you have a little bit of brain fog, which is completely normal, especially with like work-related stress, which I assume is why you're here. Perfect. Okay, let's set that in your notes. Okay, the reason why you have clouding in your brain is probably because of prolonged exposure to fluorescent lighting. And here in Frutiger Aero Central, we try to use as much natural light as possible. If it's nighttime, we use low stimulation lights, like street lights and stuff. So it might be because of your screen at work or because of the lights in your home. I would suggest switching to a little bit more low stimulation light bulbs. We actually do sell those right in the front entrance. So if you're interested, you can buy those as well. We have some for all different types of lamps. So that's good as well. Based on your results, it's nothing too severe to be embarrassed about, but I am going to be performing a quick brain fog cleansing treatment today. It's going to be very painless. It's going to make you feel a lot better afterwards, okay? You're going to hear some bubbles and feel some bubbles on you throughout the process. It's completely normal. It just helps dissolve any cognitive residue that's on your brain or in your head. So just try and relax for me, okay? I'm going to do it on this side and then on this side, okay? Perfect. We're going to be clearing away any lingering mental haze and removing digital buildup. It also allows the frontal cortex to fully decompress. Okay, perfect. And I can see now in your skin that the fog is already beginning to lift, so that is perfect. We're going to be moving on to our next step, which is going to target the tension in your shoulders and in your face and also in your head as well. This is our Bounce Serum. So with this cooling bounce serum, It's actually going to clear and relax and release any tension that you have. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some to my hands. Or to my gloves. See how it's kind of like sticky? It's kind of gross. It looks kind of gross, but it's very minty and very cooling, and it's gonna feel great. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply this on your head, in your neck, and kind of like your shoulder, like this area. You know, just go ahead and relax for me. We're just gonna be clearing, relaxing, resetting. Okay, now I'm gonna do this area. Okay. And something else about this is that this cooling effect also stabilizes your emotional frequencies, which is amazing. Just rub it in a little bit more. Sorry. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and take my gloves off now for real this time. Since we've done the brain fog cleansing treatment and we've also used the cooling bounce serum, I'm gonna go ahead and give you another quick scan just to make sure that your levels are completely good before you leave today, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and scan you. Just 1 second here. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this area as well, okay? Perfect. This next product I have here is going to zap away the redness and the dryness and irritation out of your eyes so that your eyes are completely hydrated and also well moisturized, because dry eye, especially in workplaces, is one of the main reasons why people come here. And I noticed that when you did your eye test that your eyes were a tiny bit dry, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of zap them, but there's no pain at all, won't hurt at all. So just go ahead and keep your eyes like a little bit open for me, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of zap them. And can you please just close your eyes and kind of like move your eyes around? Okay, and then open your eyes again. Perfect. Amazing. And the final step of our treatment is I'm just going to be blowing a fan on you. And this fan actually has a lot of good properties that you're going to inhale, and it's going to regulate everything in your body, okay? So just go ahead and take a deep breath in, and I'm going to turn the fan on, okay? And then deep breath out. Feels nice, right? It's like cool, relaxing air. Okay, perfect. And now that we're done with the treatment exams, I'm going to go ahead and prescribe you a few medicines and also recommend you some treatments going forward, like some long-term treatments. But overall, your exam went very well. Nothing to be worried about. It's just small little changes. Alright, perfect. So based on everything today, I'm actually going to prescribe you a prescription for Aqualum. It's a pill that you take once a day before you do your day-to-day life. You're just going to take it with some water. You don't need to take it with food. You can if you want to. Aqualum is good for digital user face defense. The vitamins inside the pills kind of make up for the lack of natural oxygen that you're having, which is probably why your brain is fogging up. So I'm going to prescribe you Aqualum. And before you leave today, I can give you the first prescription for it, but it'll be picked up at your local pharmacy after the fact, when you need a refill. Okay? And that's all the prescriptions that you would need, but I am going to recommend a few things in your notes, and I'll hand them to you before you leave. So for increasing things in your day-to-day life, I would recommend getting enough aquatic exposure. You could try visiting the aquarium or going to your local lake. At Frutiger Aero Central, we have a beautiful lake, and the aquarium is just right next door. It seems that you respond well with water and aquatic things, which is why I'm prescribing you Aqualum. And as for limiting things, I would say limit your exposure to harsh fluorescents and try to get as much natural sunlight as you can. And also, I would also recommend to take a few days off work. We can write you a sick note for that. Would you like me to write a sick note for you? Okay, perfect. I'm gonna write that up right now. And I'm also going to be prescribing 20 minutes of outside play with bubbles. It sounds kind of silly, but it actually is really helpful. And you have to listen to bubble audio daily. Just kind of go to a quiet space, or you can come here if you want and put your headphones on and listening to bubble audio for 20 minutes a day. You have to do that for 1 month, okay? And I'm also going to be giving you access with a key card to our oxygen lounge. And also I can give you a key card for our stress detox program if you're up for it. Okay, perfect. It's gonna be the same card. Okay, perfect. I've done everything on the computer. Another thing I would also recommend is you do at least 1 eco rest session per week. The session needs to be at least 30 minutes long. Eco rest is kind of just like, you can go to the park, you can go to the oxygen lounge. The stress detox program is like a week-long program, so that doesn't actually count. But you can also go to like a spa, the aquarium, you can go to a local cafe, anything to like kind of relax you outside that is considered eco rest. So I have at least one of those sessions per week, and try to make eco rest kind of like a permanent fixture in your life. Not just for this week, but continuing on, if you understand. And also based on my test today, I think your nervous system responds to aquatic life very well, very positively. So if you can, maybe take some bubble baths, you know, stuff like that. Before you leave, I'm gonna be performing one last stabilization just to make sure you're completely calm before you leave. It's gonna be with this device here, and I'm gonna go ahead and relax your emotional frequencies, environmental harmony, and making sure your aura is completely realigned permanently until you come back if something happens, obviously. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of pluck everything out for you. So just kind of stay still. Kind of just removing any lingering static here. I do one final pluck. Okay, perfect. You're doing much better now. I went ahead and updated your wellness profile. Your condition is improving beautifully, and your intake aura realignment was highly successful. And the brain fog cleansing went extremely well. You're responding perfectly. Your head should be cleared up perfectly, like 100% by the end of the day. That's also another thing. Make sure you're getting a ton of rest. I updated your wellness profile, so next time you come in, we know everything. I would love to monitor your eco balance for the next few weeks, so I went ahead and scheduled a follow-up appointment for next week. And we're going to be doing that for the next 3 weeks just to make sure how you're doing. But after that, you shouldn't have to come in, but if you really need to, that is perfectly okay. And of course, if you're up for the stress detox program, which you said you are, you're going to be coming in for those as well. Okay, so I have a few goodies for you. First is your Aqualoom, so I'm gonna go ahead and give that to you. And next, I threw in a little freebie here. It's just some eye cream before you go to bed. It has a really good cooling property, and it has a very good bouncy texture. It just kind of livens you up. You can use this before you go to bed or when you wake up, but I prefer when you go to bed because it kind of relaxes you a little bit. So there's that for you. And here is your entrance card to the Oxygen Lounge and to the Stress Detox program. You can use these whenever. Our wellness center is open 24 hours a day. So if you ever want to come, you can come whenever. We also provide like snacks and drinks, which is going to be fun. And I know twice a week you can get complimentary massages in the Oxygen Lounge. Just make sure that the massage ladies are there when you go. You'll see them walking around. You can just ask them, and then they'll scan your card. It'll be really nice. I'm really happy you're doing this. Here's that for you. It seems like you're all set up and ready to go. And I did want to thank you for choosing the Global Optimization Wellness Center. Again, I'm Dr. Vaseline, so if you have any questions, it's also in your paperwork, my phone number. Okay, I'll see you again very soon. Okay.